Have you noticed it? That feeling like everything in life is being pulled in a certain direction? Like the energy is somehow concentrated, forcing us to look at something deeper or stronger or something unavoidable? And maybe you are already feeling it. Maybe you are noticing situations intensifying, power struggles surfacing, a need to get real about what's working and what's not, something shifting within us, even if we can't quite put words to it yet. And the energy we're exploring today is one that will be with us the entire month of February. And towards the end of the month, okay, that's when the shift truly becomes real. That's when we not only see it and witness it, but we feel it at the very core, the very depth. And there is no avoiding this energy. There's no waiting it out. There's a path forward, and that is through the energy. So the question is not if transformation is coming. The question is, are we willing to stand in the fire and let it begin to shape us, to transform us in who we are and what we do and how we do it? So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy. And by the end of our time together, my hope is that you too have the tools, the insight to go forward with a confidence, with a clarity, with love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, January the 31st, 2025. Okay, today we have the energy of the 31. Okay, 31 is about completion, competition, obstacles. It's about playing nice with others. It's showing people what we have, but also recognizing what everybody else brings to the table. About how when we step together, we grow together, we become a force to be reckoned with. 3 plus 1 is a 4 energy, and the 4 energy is all about getting our ducks in a row, growing stability, growing safety, home and family, growing that foundation strong, making sure that we are putting enough energy, not too much, not too little, in all areas of our life. And if we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 1 plus a 4 plus a 9, which gives us a 14. Now the 14, simplicity is definitely one of them. It's a time to slow down, to look at how you want to respond to what is happening to you right now, how you would do it in the past. And it's about observing yourself and seeing what sort of clarity that you can step into. You know, where it's been, almost like a block or something that stops you, and you're not sure, you can't identify it, but you know it's there. You pull back for some reason. And so we look at how we want to respond, which is probably in a whole different light. So let's say your boss just said something to you, and most people would have said this back, but you don't have the you just nod and say sorry, and you mumble and you walk away. But how do you want to respond? Do you want to stand your ground and say, no, you're wrong, this is really what was happening here, and I need you to respect that and honor that? And then look at your past and see yourself saying sorry right away. And then stepping into that new balance of speaking your voice, speaking your voice. So, but it could play out in a million and one different ways. Absolutely. The 14 energy is about balance, and a true balance for you, a personal balance. Okay. One that there isn't a recipe for it. You have to try this, give up this, bring this in, and really weigh things out. The energy that you allow into your world and the energy that the world brings into you, and bringing in a balance. Um, 1 plus 4 is a 5. And I always say, it's about creating smiles and happiness and joy and laughter. It really is, to break out of stagnant situations in our life. Okay, 5 is also a busy time. 5 is also about travel, and it could be that we are traveling, like we are literally traveling, or we are mentally traveling. We are allowing ourselves to go within and travel within our mind, our heart. The 5 can mean turning points. The 5 literally represents 2 roads. So it is about allowing our creativity to flow. It is about allowing our inner expression to come out and lead the way. It is about our heart leading the way. It is about our intuition guiding us. And to go with the flow and to create the harmony and the laughter and the joy and the giggles and the smiles as you go through your day to day. Sun is in Aquarius, our moon is in Pisces, and we've been caught up in a whirlwind of energies. Okay, today, nothing of importance is really playing out in the sky. Okay, but I do want to remind you of the energy of Pluto. Okay, Pluto will be in Aquarius for the next 20 years, and already Pluto is trying to teach us. And Pluto is all about deep, undeniable transformation. The kind that shatters old systems. It exposes hidden truths. And it does that for the purpose of building something so much stronger. So right now, Pluto sits at 1 degrees, the very first chapters of Aquarius. And that means that we are in kind of like an initiation phase. The part where things are being cracked open, revealed, challenged. And as you know, I try and study the charts so that I'm bringing you information in order for you to step forward, right? In order for you to grow, in order for you to be living your best life ever. Absolutely. So, I'm sitting there and I'm studying the charts, and well, I went down a rabbit hole, okay? And what I found was that for the entire month of February, the chart shape is a bowl. And the lead planet, Pluto. So the bowl shape with Pluto leading in February. What does that mean for us? Okay, well, it's intense. It's intense, focused energy that keeps directing us back towards personal and collective transformation, I think. Power shifts, deep truths. Okay, yeah. So what this means is that for the entire month of February, every single transit this month is going to go through the lens of Pluto's influence first. No matter what else is happening, Pluto is setting the tone for everything. Pluto becomes the first energy to rise in the pattern, meaning the way we deal with transformation, power, control, rebirth, dictates how the rest of the planetary energy plays out. The entire month of February. We are in a cycle where deep, raw truths, unearthing secrets, restructuring our experiences, power dynamics. What initiates our experiences before we move into any other kind of planetary influences. Then, for a few days, the moon will cross over Pluto, basically the shadow of where we're sitting now. Okay, so about give or take a month. Okay, near the end of the month. So the moon will temporarily lead. Okay, and we will feel this shift, and our emotions and our subconscious mind and our intuition take over as the primary filter. Okay, instead of just seeing, planning, or understanding what's shifting. We fully feel it. We understand it. We get the clarity. We get this download of knowledge. We fully feel it in our gut, in our heart, our soul. And so then, we'll be asked to sit quietly with ourselves and process what Pluto has been showing us, what Pluto has been trying to teach us. So, and that's going to be different for each and every one of us. Absolutely. So know that when I'm telling you that there's not much happening in the sky, and yet this raw, truthful experience is happening to you, this aha moment, this epiphany, this revelation, this revolution within you, or maybe around you in some way. When that's happening, you'll know that it's because we are in a bowl right now. And that, what that means in astrology is half of the chart is completely barren of any kind of planets. They're all within these six these six, usually six. I think it goes to seven at one point, but six for the most part. The sign, and it's intensifying those kinds of energies, those subjects in our life, those things in our life. And yes, it's intense. You know, I think many things are being taught to us with Pluto in Aquarius, and we're just at the starting gates. But I think at the top of the list, at least I think, it's about growing our freedom, our innovation, and our unity. Okay, let's turn to the cards. So I don't know if other astrologers are talking about this or not, but I came across it. I jumped down that rabbit hole, and that's where I found myself getting more and more curious all the time. And then it goes back to Pluto again being the lead. I didn't go much past. That was more than enough to take in. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords for our underlying energy here. Wow, this is understanding what truly has value in our life, what we truly need to go forward. You can see as we're walking here, we are picking up certain swords to take with us. Our strengths, our lessons, our knowledge, our wisdom. Maybe actual personal items that we have to take with us. But I think this is more of a heart-centered kind of thing. It's the plan. It's, taking our courage and taking our strength. And what are we leaving behind? Because, we have two standing up over here, right? We walked right by them. They would have been so easy to grab. But are they, behaviors that no longer serve us, or habits that no longer serve us, that we need to leave those in, even though they're easy to take with us because, wow, it makes us feel so comfortable. We need to feel a little uncomfortable. We are going towards great happiness when this card comes out, but we are preparing for the gap in between where we are now and the true happiness that lays in wait for us. Remember, we have to do the work. We have to show up. We have to put forth action, even if our action is just getting together with some like-minded people and having a conversation about it. Action, nonetheless. This is also a time to not give other people ammunition in your life, okay? Don't start telling them about where you were going or what you were doing, or because they're going to use those words against you. In some way, they were going to stab you in the back. They're going to smile to your face and use it against you in some way. It's like it's Monday morning, you're in the elevator, you're going up to the floor that you work on with your buddy. And how was your weekend? And you say, wow, I had a great idea for the shop. If we did this, this, and this, and this, we could, skyrocket the productivity. What do you think? And they're nodding approval. And yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I'm going to hit the washroom. I'll meet you in there. And by the time you get to the shop, you open the doors to see your buddy from the elevator shaking hands with the boss because they've just taken away your idea. Or maybe they use it to make fun of you in some way, putting themselves on the pedestal, making themselves feel important by mocking your dreams, your ambitions, your goals. So don't give people that kind of information, and don't be so trusting with other people around you and their motivations, okay? And that's not to say to be leery of having any kind of conversations. There's the majority of people that want to move forward with you, and then there's always that person that wants to move against you, right? We have the King of Cups. King of Cups is back in the first position to say, this is the 4 energy. This is making sure that we have given focus and attention to the structure on where we intend, in which we intend to build, So how is our finances? Are we happy? Do they treat us well at work? What is our community involvement? What are some things that we do for ourselves to remind ourselves that we are very much a person that should be loved? And it starts with self-love. It starts with taking care of ourselves, pampering ourselves, doing little things for ourselves to recognize our importance. We are the main, the lead role in the play of life, right? In your story, you are the lead actor. So, how are you scripting yourself going forward? What do you tell yourself about yourself? This is knowing that you are secure no matter what comes your way, that you will be able to go through it. This is very much an energy that we need to go through. So we need to be filled with a sense of confidence that we've got this, that we can do this, that we can, it doesn't matter really what it is, that we can face it, that we've got what it takes. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in front of us in the first place. There's a knowing that we can get through. 10 of Pentacles, the Yes card. I haven't seen this card in a while, but this is working with other people in collaboration to grow your dream bigger than it could ever be by you doing it alone. Or at least having that support system in place where somebody's cheering you on and somebody to lean on the bad days. This is about invoking the magic of what is around you, but the magic that lays within you, and utilizing your skills, your ambitions, your dreams, your philosophies, your morals, your values to move you in a direction that fills you with passion, that motivates you, that makes you feel alive. This is the answer of a yes, a resounding yes to any goal, any dream that you desire in your life, so long as you are willing to do what it takes to bring it to life, so long as you incorporate your magic and use your sage wisdom to follow that inner compass and to align with other people and align with the magic and go with the flow and trust in yourself. And we have Temperance, which is the 14 energy. And here we try to maintain a balance. Many times she is portrayed as she's standing with 1 foot on land and 1 foot on water. She's mixing a concoction there between the 2 cups in her hand, back and forth, trying to get the right balance. She stands in still waters, but the water is changing in front of us. So we have to understand what we truly need in order to feel safe, a peace of mind, or a centered approach. Like we take it out of overwhelming. We calm ourselves. We know we've got this. We don't allow the excitement of the moment to pull us into a negative excitement, but rather a very positive excitement. If I overcome this, I'm one step closer kind of energy. Temperance is very much a simplify, having more by having less. Understand what we truly need, what truly has value in our life, discard the rest. We do not need the baggage, we do not need the burden, especially over this beautiful, freedom-filled, innovative time in our life. Let's get an oracle card. We'll get the Nature's Whispers. If you're wondering what decks I'm using, they're all listed below with the links so you can learn even more about them. Okay, we have Intuition, the 36, which is a 9 energy. The yearly energy, the energy of our new moon, where it was right degrees in the sky, 9 degrees. And that is when it was really talking about our intuition, that inner compass within. So, and yes, that energy is still very much alive around us. So this card is making sure that we are not forgetting all the energy that's available to us. You just seem to have a knack for knowing what's going to work, or your creative process is unique to you. You just get started and watch magic happen. You have a lot of endurance. You're a hard worker. Get focused on that project and then don't stop. You will be a trendsetter, and you seem to understand what people love. You are very forward thinking. You are being reminded that you have your own inner voice guiding you always. Now tap into your wisdom and allow yourself this higher perspective. Yeah, get into the stillness. Get into the stillness and just listen to yourself. The inner wisdom that you do carry forward with you. And our animal is new beginnings. New beginnings with the robin. Cleansing, newness, grateful promise, and new birth. You cannot climb a mountain if you will not risk a fall. Robin tells you it's time to pull yourself from the sludge of the past, wipe yourself clean, and mend the wounds and scratches that occurred through the journey. Your angels and guides will be on hand to help. It's a day to offer your gratitude for what you have and for knowing what you don't. And you won't be let down if you ask, believe, and expect that changes can occur in your life. Yes, there is an everything happens for a reason thinking, even during painful experiences. But loss always evolves into a gain of some kind. Have you ever experienced a passing only to hear of an announcement of a pregnancy or birth, or broken up with somebody to start dating somebody so much more compatible for you that you wondered what you saw in that past person? The death of situations always evolves into a promise of birth and new beginnings. Putting blankets over a situation or blinding yourself can cause you to now see through the heartache. Emotion is truly energy in motion, and since everything is energy, money, love, work, the universe feels that the vibration is changing in your thoughts, and it can change into a wonderful things if you allow it to do so. Robins always come back to the same place each springtime. It's nature's way. Robin may be telling you you need to review your childhood to see if you may have stored away something deep within your soul, to see if there is forgiveness that needs to take place. Maybe you need to look up an old childhood friend. So we're being reminded that this could be very, very much an energy that has been instilled upon us since our early years in life. That we just never questioned something. That we always just thought that that's the way it is, or that's the way it should be. New energy is coming in, which will change our perceptions, which will make us look at some of those things that we just took for that's the way it is, to what could it be. So get excited on your path in exploring your world and finding out just what can be. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.